Welcome to Prince Shorthand House. Legal trial passes 100 words a minute. स्पेशल डिक्टेशन है उन स्टूडेंट्स के लिए जिनका अभी पंजाब एंड हरियाणा हाई कोर्ट में रिजल्ट अवेटेड है सीपीटी। रिजल्ट के बाद जैसे स्किल टेस्ट होगा तो आपकी अपनी स्पीड मेरे हिसाब से 100 प्लस 120 110 होनी चाहिए ताकि आप 80 का स्किल टेस्ट लीगल वर्ड्स के साथ लीगल डिक्टेशन इजीली क्लियर कर सकें। तो मैं स्टार्ट करता हूँ 100 वर्ड्स ए मिनट लीगल। बी रेडी, स्टार्ट। सेक्शन 48 empowers the courts to grant anticipatory bail. The necessity for granting anticipatory bail arises because sometimes influential persons try to implicate their rivals in false cases with a view to disgracing them or for other purposes by getting them detained in jail for some days. Apart from false cases where there are reasonable grounds for holding that a person accused of an office is not likely to abscond or otherwise misuse his liberty while on bail, there seems no justification to require him first to submit to custody, remain in prison for some days, and then apply for bail. The term anticipatory bail is really a misnomer because what sections 438 contemplates is not anticipatory bail but merely an order releasing the accused on bail in the event of his arrest. It is manifest that there can be no question of bail unless a person is under detention or custody. Therefore, it is only on arrest that order granting anticipatory bail becomes operative. On the application of a person who has reason to believe that he may be arrested and that the arrest may be in respect of a non-bailable offence, the courts may direct that in the event of arrest, the person shall be released on bail. The court making such a direction may, in its discretion, impose conditions, including a condition that the person shall make himself available for interrogation by a police officer as and when required, and that the person shall not make any inducement, threat, or promise to any person for dissuading him from disclosing the facts of the case to the court or to the police, etc. If such a person, after getting the direction mentioned, is arrested without warrant by an officer in charge of a police station in respect of an offence to which the direction relates and is prepared to give bail, he shall be released on bail. If a magistrate taking cognizance of such an offence decides to issue a warrant of arrest against that person, he shall issue a bailable warrant in conformity with the direction referred to in section 438. The questions relating to anticipatory bail and interpretation of section 438 came up before the Supreme Court and the High Courts in several cases. The main conclusions that can be derived from these decisions may be summarized as follows. The power under section 438 being rather of an unusual nature, it is entrusted only to the higher echelons of judicial service, namely a court of session and the High Court, having jurisdiction over the locate of the commission of the offence of which the person is accused, and the place of residence or apprehension of arrest may not give jurisdiction. It is normally to be presumed that the Court of Session would be first approached for the grant of anticipatory bail unless an adequate case for not approaching the said court has been made out. It has also been held that it is not always necessary that the sessions judge should be approached first. Interestingly, it has also been held that if the petition for anticipatory bail has been rejected by the Sessions Court, the petitioner cannot approach the High Court asking for anticipatory bail on the same grounds. However, the Bombay High Court has ruled that rejection of an application by the Sessions Court would not be a bar for the High Court to entertain a similar application based on the same facts. But if he moves the High Court first and his application is rejected, he cannot approach the Sessions Court with a similar application. Stop.